What's going on, people of the interwebs?
Cute.
Just woke up, Tal. I can't even open my freaking eye. I'm so tired. Actually, not that tired. I'm just like, you know, when you just wake up, you gotta get your heart back up to the 80 zone because she's been sitting at 60 all night while you're sleeping. Well, it's if your cardiovascular was actually in good shape, unlike mine. All right, got my bulletproof coffee made. I think we still have some water upstairs. If not, I'll be coming back down. That's for sure. Gotta have my water. I'm gonna drive this in my face, and then we're gonna do a little vlogging, shall we? Well, guys, I need to get dressed. I wonder. Hey, Google, dress me.
You are now dressed. Enjoy your day.
Hey, that worked out pretty damn good. Thanks, Google. Ha! Sweetness. Alrighty, guys, it's time to reload my dart before I leave. And then it's time to go. Gotta go put in my time at work, make that cheddar, because everything tastes a whole lot better when you're earning that damn cheddar. Money makes the world go around, and the only way to get it is to earn it. So let's go earn some dollars. Some dollar bills, y'all. Oh, she's a windy one today out, but she's a sunny one today out. So that's something. Well, let's get in the truck, set you guys up, let's go to work. All right, fire up the Truckosaurus Rex here. Make sure the volume's on 0 for the stereo because we know how much YouTube loves it when I play Tragically Hip. Oh, my neighbor got an Amazon package. There's an Amazon package hanging out their windows. Rolling over the cement thing on the side of my driveway. Oh, soon I won't be able to do this anymore. Where I just kind of come out to my truck, fire it up, and just back out of the driveway and go. Because winter's coming. Been trying to figure out a solution for this camera, and then it reminded me. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Then I remembered what I used to do back in the day. On the G6, I had a microphone attached to my sun visor, and what I would do is I would just plug it into the camera as I left the house, and that way there, the vibrations and all the noise the camera makes wouldn't get picked up because there's a lot of clicking and clacking when the camera shakes, and you're probably hearing it right now. So I was thinking I need to find a lapel mic or just order another one and somehow hook it up to the visor so that it's aimed at me. I wish I could tie the camera into the truck's microphone, but she don't have Bluetooth. That's not gonna happen, because otherwise I could probably just sync it to the truck and then use the truck's audio. I don't know what that dog wants to do there. Jesus, Murphy's just kind of like staring across the road like it's just gonna jump out. But today is day 3 of the Fat Fast. I might go for 3 days, I might go for the full 5. All I know is I got 2 grade A bird of beef at home, grass fed, and I want to eat them this weekend. So we're definitely not going longer than 5 days because I'm having steak. I might break the fast Friday when I wake up, go from there. It's good to do these fasts. Like, a lot of people think I'm doing it just to lose weight quicker. The other thing it does is, I mentioned this here in the 5-day Fat Fast, which I expect a lot of people didn't watch because it was like an hour to almost 2 hours long. And I understand that. I accept that. But when you do a fast, what happens is your body does 2 things. Number 1, yes, it goes into super ketosis and starts burning fat, especially if you've already trained your body on keto to use fat as a fuel source. Your body will easily flip in the fat burn mode because it knows how. It already learned that, and it's going to do it. The other thing it does, actually there's a couple things it does. The other thing it does is it starts producing a growth hormone, which helps you with your weight, like putting on muscle and stuff, which is why a lot of bodybuilders doing cuts who are still lifting will do a fast. They'll do a water fast, mind you. I'm doing more of a keto based fast with the Fat Fast, but they'll do that there because it'll help them put on more muscle with the glucagon that's already in their body, in their muscles, that's stored away for a rainy day pretty much. The third thing that it does is it starts cleaning out the cells, your cells in your body, because you know your cells break down over time and your body won't really do anything with them unless it physically has to. So when you go into a fast, now it's cleaning out all the dirty cells, the broken cells, the damaged cells, and some even believe the cancerous cells. If you have cancerous cells, a fast will help clear those out. Your body will actually burn those because they're no good and use them for energy. Like, there's been a write-up about a lady who basically was diagnosed with stage 2 some freaking cancer, and she fasted for 37 days, which, okay, that's kind of brutal, but she fasted for a long period of time and she was able to reverse the cancer, and the doctors were astounded. Now, there was only the one write-up on it. The facts on that there aren't really that fulfilling, and doctors would never say like, hey, just stop eating food and you'll cure your cancer. But the logic behind of what happens during a fat fast makes complete sense that this theoretically could work for you. People just jumping in front of me here. This Jeep doesn't even have a license. Oh, it's a dealer plate on the bottom. This dealer plate on this Jeep, all I can see is, I think that's a 6. It could be an 8. Man, the dealer plate of this guy here could get pulled over by the cops. Theory though, the whole idea of a fast kill cancer cells makes logical sense, but whether or not your body would actually do that is another story. But it's nice to clean out the cells. It also gives you the rejuvenating factor. Like Jason Fung said, he's like, the growth hormone will actually do like a fountain of youth effect on you and make you feel and look younger. Not that I really care about that, because once again, who do I have to impress, right? I'm just doing this for me. I'm doing this weight loss for me. Some people ask me if I was doing this here so one day I could find a woman. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I did that once. I had a woman living with me. Worst 7 years of my freaking life. Actually, it was only 4 years. First 3 years weren't too bad when I didn't have to see her every day. But when she moved in, that was just a pain in the ass. So that's when everything changed. I was no longer the king of my castle. No, not doing this to find a lady. That's for sure, guys. I'm doing this for my own health benefits. I want to lose weight. I want to get down there. I want to feel good. And I'm trying different things with it. I'm experimenting, because experimentation is, oh Jesus. I almost friggin' flatlined a squirrel. Oh, come on, people. What the hell is going on here? I friggin' hate the Hortons here. People are dumb, backing out of the parking lot and stuff. But anyway, I'm almost at work. I'll probably chime in after said shift, and we'll do some more, well, we'll see what the hell's going on. We'll see what's really going on. Oh man, I hope today's not a brutal day. All right, guys, peace out. Yay, we're done for the day. We gets to go home. Fly and be free. Leave the ground like a chickadee. That's a new Nickelback solo right there for you boys. Nickelback, fly and be free like a chickadee. Brought to you live by Sony Online Entertainment. So yeah, friggin' done for the day. Time to go home. It's funny, today I'm sitting there and go outside to hack a dart. Also, you know, use my electronic cigarette thingy. And I'm vaping away and just, you know, doing my break thing. When one of the guys goes, what? He said, what are you vaping on, Eddie? What flavor is that? And I'm like, Fruit Loops? And he's like, I thought so. He was like, somebody else is like, holy crap, you can get that flavored in Fruit Loops? I'm like, yeah, you can get a lot of flavors. I'm like, including Pizza Hut pizza. And yes, there is one called Pizza the Hut. Daddy Tech sent it to me a long time ago. And the first time I tried it, I was like, wow, this is interesting. It tastes just like pizza. Then I had another hoot and went, man, this is exactly like pizza. And then I had a third hoot and went, okay, enough of that nonsense. It's one of those flavors that's like interesting and then it just gets old really fast. Where Fruit Loops, however, doesn't fit that agenda. Fruit Loops is freaking tasty, right to the last drop. I love Fruit Loops. Of course, I can't eat that breakfast cereal because it's all just sugar cereal, and it's not the good kind. Should never eat sugar cereals. Sugar cereals are bad. Might as well just grab spoonfuls of sugar and drop them in your face. To drop them in your face. I don't know why, but I have this. Whoa, find the brakes and pump them. Pump, 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 pump the brakes, and they're pumped. I don't know why, guys, but I just got this urge to make music about everything. Pretty saddleicious. That guy's tires sound really friggin' weird. They must be off-road tires or something. Like a really big tread pattern and the wind's making this like harmonic sound underneath them. So I've been, like I said yesterday, every night I go home, I read the comments from the previous video that went live, and I mentioned that one Dell computer in the previous video, talked to you guys about it for a bit, and a lot of people said just build your own, just build your own, just build your own. And I went and looked up on Newegg to see what kind of combo deals they have, because I really got my heart set on like either a 2600X or a 2700X, somewhere around that market. And so I've been browsing around and searching and trying to see what I could find and stuff. And I managed to find a really sick deal for a 2600X on Newegg. That's everything. The case, the motherboard that I want, CPU, 16 gigs of RAM. The kit comes with a shitty Seagate hard drive, which I don't really need, but whatever. And it was like 600 and some odd bucks. Build it yourself. So I may go that route, or like I said, I may just wait, because the cyber deals are coming up because of Thanksgiving and all that jazz. And I can easily wait, like I'm in no rush. The XPS 8300 is still working. And it was also mentioned to me that why not just try reformatting it, you know, blow everything away, reinstall Windows 10 and go from there. And I'm thinking I might do that as well, because a lot of my problems could be just the file system's discombobulated. Because I did do an upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10 on that computer, and the Windows 7 that was on there was kind of kife. So maybe I should just go ahead and blow everything away and reinstall it. Where am I going? Why would I go left? There's nothing over there. So that's my BP, my battle plan. Gonna hold off and wait. Probably gonna reformat the video editing rig this weekend coming up. We'll give her a complete reformat. See, I was tempted to go to Best Buy. They got 16 gigs of RAM for that would fit in that computer for like $129. Right now, the way the RAM's set up, it's stupid, and I'll talk about that there more once I get home. All right, so I'll peace out, and I'll talk to you when I get home. Man, having these lights is freaking awesome. All right, people, just let the dog out to go to the bathroom. I also went to the bathroom. So tonight I get a text message. This is great. From the Canada Revenue Agency, right? Yeah, bullshit, because they're going to totally text you saying, you are entitled to $90.45. Please click the following link to accept your payment. Nice try, guys. But I wonder how many people actually fall for that nonsense, because that could be kind of bad. What are you all meow face about? Hey, what are you all meow face? Oh, you want some loving? Is that what you want? You want some love? Oh, the boo-boos. Oh, the boo-boos. Oh, the boo-boos. The boo-boos? Yeah, boo-boos. Sniff. You want some food? Oreo, you want some food? You hungry? Some bacon? Oreo, you want some food? You want some food? You want some food? You want your food? I don't think he wants any food. I'm feeding him. So I did another 3-day fat fast, as I already told you guys. And so far, I am feeling pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Could I go for the full 5 days? Sure. Am I gonna go for the full 5 days? Nah. Tomorrow I'm gonna break the fast. Get myself back on track with eating. The only reason why I did it this time around was, I just wanted to put myself into deep ketosis. Why not? So you guys are probably trying to figure out exactly how the hell I made Google today do that whole dress me thing, because you probably tried it on your Google Home and it didn't quite work out the way it worked out for me, right? There's an application you can get for your Android or your iPhone or whatever it may be called If This Then That, or IFTTT. IFTTT. So basically what I did was I created a little script that says, when I say dress me, then have Google Home say whatever. And you can have it do whatever you want. I was gonna set it up so that if I said red alert, that it would set the lights in the living room to red and then play the Star Trek sound for red alert. Problem is the If This Then That app doesn't have the greeny application in it yet. So hopefully they get an update and they add that, because that'd be kind of funny to do. If somebody's over, we're playing games and we're just, you know, and things are getting rough, I can be like, oh shit, red alert, and then just and freak someone out. I think that could be kind of humorous. I don't know why I got the farts. Maybe I got to poop. Oh, that was muchly needed. It's amazing how you can fast but still poop. I think that's hilarious. So just as I get my VR, I knew this was going to happen. Oculus had their little Oculus thing where they talk about all the new products coming out and so on and so forth. And they mentioned a new VR system that they're releasing called the Oculus Quest. What is the Oculus Quest? Well, Zuckerberg basically explained it as, it's the bridge between the Oculus Go, which looks like it runs a bunch of Android wear, and the Oculus Rift. They basically want to make a completely wireless, independent from a computer VR system that runs real games. So for instance, like, you know, I'm thinking when I hear real games, like the ones I demonstrated on the video yesterday. The only way I could see a headset doing that is if it actually had a computer built into it, like a little Nook or something. You know, you've probably seen those Intel Nooks, where it comes with like an i7 and a Radeon or Vega graphics and all that. That's what I'm thinking they put into this thing. Am I upset that I got my VR still? No. For the price I paid, for the games it'll play, I'm still pretty happy. Still need to go get Rec Room though, because my coworker wants to play that some night. Apparently you can play paintball on it and some MMORPGs where you go kill dragons with swords and stuff, and that sounds kind of fun. I don't know if I'm going to use it tonight at all. Church just messaged me on Facebook. I think he's looking to play some VGO games. Maybe we can get some Ring of Honor going, or Ring of Elysium going. We'll have to see. So I mentioned in the ride home about this thing here. and the weird thing they do with the memory and why it causes problems. See, when I bought that computer back in 2010, originally I was using the XPS 9000, which was a good computer, don't get me wrong. It had an i7 930 2.66 gigahertz quad-core 8-thread. It was a monster for its time. I did a lot of video editing on that even afterwards. That was like the main system that I used for a lot of the time to get the vlogs to the YouTubes. However, I decided to get this rig here for the other room when I originally was set up downstairs and I was doing a lot of video editing downstairs. You guys may remember that in the beginning when I had that desk set up in that corner, but it was against the wall and it came out. Back then I used to edit on my old Acer laptop plugged into the TV that I currently have sitting on my desk upstairs that I watch Netflix on. The whole reason for that was because a lot of the times my XPS 9000 would be upstairs being used to watch movies. Well, after a while my ex decided that she wanted to put her crafting shit downstairs for her scrapbooking that, you know, whatever, I guess she did it. And she decided to clear out the spare room, or now it's where I sleep. She moved the table from the bedroom, which is currently still in there, and put all my computer stuff on there and set me up in there because she wanted me out of down here so that she could have the computer she could have down here for her crafting stuff and use that desk. Once again, that's what happens when you hook up with a woman and you let her move in. They take control and change your life. She had her crafting stuff set up back here. She had all of her crafting, her book stuff and all that junk. I was basically upstairs in the red room. You guys probably remember when we came back later on in the year, I would start off my mornings in there having my coffee and working on my computer and doing stuff, and then we would go around and we, you know, whatever. I hid Oreo's Fox. I didn't really hide it that well. I threw it in that Amazon box up there and he knows it's there. And I'm not giving it back to him because I'm sick and tired of that frickin' squeaker. It's pissing me off. And the problem is he's too little to get up there and get it. And he's just not going to get it. No more. No, I'm done with that. That thing's annoying. Almost as annoying as you little shit. What ended up happening was I got the i7 920, sorry, it wasn't a 930, it was a 920 Dell XPS 9000 computer, and my ex was still using an old, she bought an Alienware, quad-core Alienware with a Q6600 or some crap, quad-core 2.6 gigahertz or 2 point whatever, slightly overclocked to 2.83, 16 gigs of RAM. It was a refurbish from Dell, but she really liked it because of the case. So what ended up happening was later on in life, it was starting to have some problems where only 4 gigs of RAM would read, not the full 8, because that's all she had, and there was 8 gigs of RAM. One of the DIMM slots basically just failed, and it was getting kind of old and tired. So she decided to say, screw it. Because she had dual 4850s in there running in Crossfire and the Core 2 Quad. She went on Tiger Direct and she ordered herself an i5 2500K with a motherboard and a new video card. I can't remember what video card she bought. I think it was a GeForce something or other. Probably a 700 series at the time. Maybe a 600 series. I can't remember. No, it was a 500 series. She bought the 580. That's what it was. And she gave me her old parts. Even though the board was half cocked, I was like, well, I had an old case kicking around, so I just threw the board in the case, put a single 8 gig stick in it, and just ran the 8 gig stick in single channel mode. So I had 8 gigs of RAM on a Core 2 Quad, 2.66 gigahertz. I pulled the cooler, wet lapped it, put some new thermal paste on it, put it back on, and brought the core speed up to 3.02 gigahertz. So I was really overclocking the shit out of it. And then it held its thermals, it worked fine. And I was editing on that for a long time. But then the board started showing more signs of wear and more problems and so on and so forth. And that's when I decided to pull the plug and order the XPS 8300. What sold me on the XPS 8300 was one, i7 2600, 3.4 gigahertz. Turbo Boost to 4. I was like, that's sweet. And I knew how fast my old i7 was compared to this one. It had a 500 gig hard drive, which I was like, meh, I guess that'll work. I'll just put a bigger hard drive in it later on. But the deal was the price on it. I picked it up for like $799. For me, an i7 for $799 is a damn good price, so I couldn't pass it up. And I've been using that computer since 2010. That computer basically became the main system that played all the video games for the Skaven Games channel in the original days. The video card started showing some problems problems because it originally came with a 6450, which was kind of junk. But I ran that card into the ground. And then I bought myself a 550 Ti, which I put in there, and I ran that for a long time. That's actually right now sitting in the server rig, and I'm running the 960 in there. And that computer did a lot of gaming, produced a lot of vlogs. That there was the backbone system. And for the longest time, I never inspected the RAM. And then I realized there's no such thing as 3 gigs of RAM. You can't buy a single DIMM at 3 gigabytes of RAM. That doesn't exist. What Dell went and did, and what a lot of companies do, like there's some HPs at Staples right now that are for sale with i5 8400 and 12 gigs of RAM. Acer i5 8400 12 gigs of RAM. Dell i5 8400 12 gigs of RAM. Asus has one, same specs. Lenovo has one, same specs. What they do is one channel has 4 gigs, the other channel has 2 gigs. Linus Tech Tips, actually on one of their Junkyard Wars, he bought, it was an AMD A10 and it came with 12 gigs of RAM. And he was like, okay, that's not too bad. We can figure that. He did a benchmark, the 12 gigs in dual channel, and then he took the 2 gig sims out and just ran it in dual channel 8 gigs with 2 DIMMs. His benchmarks got a hell of a lot better with the 2 DIMMs than it did with the 4. So having RAM set up like that is a major problem. I don't know why these companies do that. I guess they figure the bigger number is going to draw in the bigger crowd. And they kind of sort of got me with that because I was like, 12 gigs of RAM, that's nice. Way better than the 9 gigs of RAM my XPS 9000 has, and it's in the same boat. It's got 6 DIMM slots on the motherboard, and it's got 3 of them are set up in 2 gig mode, and the other 3 are set up with 1 gig. 9 gigs of RAM. Why not just make it an even 8 or go to a 16? No, let's go for 9 gigs of freaking RAM. It totally could have left some slots open and gave me the choice to upgrade further if I wanted to, but no. Let's offer it with 9 gigabytes of RAM in a faux channel mode that doesn't freaking work and actually hurts performance. So they got this RAM over at Best Try, DDR3, 1600 megahertz, and it is Vengeance RAM. Pretty much the same stuff that I threw in that Dell laptop. DDR3, and they want like $129.99 for it. It's not on clearance, it's just what they're asking for people running old systems that want to upgrade. And I've been contemplating on doing it, but now this board's showing signs of wear, and I don't think I want to invest any more money into it because I'm probably just going to replace that computer or upgrade it gradually, and then it's going to come down here and be put on the TV until the day it dies. Which could be a pretty long time, because right now I got the XPS 9000 down here and its problem is RAM as well. See, and I was thinking about just putting a new motherboard, processor, and RAM in the XPS 9000, like just buy a micro ATX board, the 2600X or the 2700X, and 16 gigabytes of RAM, chucking that in the XPS 8300 and going with it. But the problem is it's a Dell case with proprietary as frig plugs for like the front side USB, the top side USB, the audio adapter, like because it has front side audio, right? And it's not exactly standardized to today's specifications. Also, the USB on the motherboard that I'm looking at is USB 3, and that's way before this computer's time. The only reason why the Dell XPS 8300 has USB 3 at this current point in time is because I jammed a 1X card in there that gave it that capability. You know, I'd really hate to buy a new computer because I already have so many old computers. I could probably sell this one, clean it up, sell it, make a couple bucks, put it towards the computer, which is what I'm thinking about doing with the old XPS 9000, and then just leaving my TV with the Fire Stick and going from there. That's my plan. You know, that's if it doesn't blow up on me. But anyway, guys, today is weigh-in Wednesday, and it's time for me to weigh in after a week of not weighing myself. So let's see if the scale is going to be generous, or if it's going to be a dick. Yeah, boy! I'm not even miserable about those numbers, because I've been fluctuating. I think I said I was fluctuating between 255 to 258 for a while. Obviously, you're doing the fat fast, you're going to lose some weight. I've been trying to get her down to 250, and I was around this weight this morning too. I think what it is I'm putting in too much of a workout lately, so I'm going to probably tame her down on the workouts. The walking around is fine because your body should move every once in a while to get blood going, but I'm going to tame her down on the actual cardio and probably going to do, like, I'll still do weightlifting at least 3 times a week, but I'm going to tame her down on the cardio, just go walking from time to time, because this is, I have a feeling the cardio is kind of putting me back, so we'll see what we get into. trying to figure it out. Grow up. You got an itch? Scratch. Gonna get it? Could ask the cat. She's more nimble than you. Cat wouldn't help him. She thinks he's just as stupid as I think. Where's she going right now? Scampers, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Could help your dog out, you know that? I could probably help my dog out too, but it's fun to watch him stress. Go for it. No, I'm not helping you. There you go, you're figuring it out. Just get a little closer. Now you'll figure it out. I'm leaving it there. I'm sick and tired of that damn fox. Every time I film, he has got to run and pick it up and squeak it. Drives me freaking bonkers. I really don't know why this camera takes so long to turn on in AVC HD mode, but you do. Anyway, like I said, I've been tossing around some ideas for computer builds. One of the ideas was to buy the Ryzen 7X and putting it in my gaming rig, and then just taking the shit out of the gaming rig and putting it into the XPS 8300. The reason behind that is even a Ryzen 2600X beats my 6700K. Not saying the 6700K is that bad of a chip, just saying she's also kind of old. But the thing is my gaming PC games pretty damn good right now. It runs pretty rock solid, doesn't give me any problems. So I really don't want to mess with it. All I know is I want something pretty high end because I do want to gradually get a 4K camera and start shooting these in 4K. And by these I mean the videos that I'm shooting right now. She's like a little cinnamon bun kitten. 4K looks fantastic. I know it looks vapey in here and stuff, like a lot of smoke, but guys, it smells like a damn bakery in here right now and it's so good. Knowing me, I'll probably end up buying some pre-built. I'm just gonna keep my eyes on the sales. What was that? I'll probably end up just buying a pre-built. I'll come across something that's an excellent deal and I'll jump on it, and then the XPS 8300 will end up being the living room computer. Thing is one more thing about this VR that I bought. This guy right here. Something that really makes it stand out is it will work on a low spec computer. The XPS 8300 right now, it passed the mixed reality test. I can plug that in there and make it work, which means I put that downstairs, I now got my play area. All I gotta do is disconnect the headset from the gaming rig, go downstairs, plug it in, boom shakalaka, we got room to game. So I can get cool games down there. So that's not a bad idea either. But I definitely do want to get something with Ryzen so I can get more cores for more chores, because I need my video editing rig to be able to handle 4K video in a decent manner. So I'll keep my eyes open. Unless I come across an Intel 8700 that's in a good deal, I'm gonna go with Ryzen for sure, because it is the workstation chip. It beats Intel on anything workstation related, where Intel will kick AMD's arse in gaming, and that's a known fact. But anyway, people, I'm done rambling. That's all I've been doing tonight. I'm gonna go to bed shortly. Mighty Car Mods put up a Holden build. They're working on a Holden, what is this? The HQ Holden. Gonna watch that while this renders. Head to bed, and tomorrow we upload. So on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified of all my new uploads. And remember, we're trying to grow the channel, so let's pitter patter and have at her. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.